Hello and good morning. My name is Jeremiah Shaver and I'm a multimedia journalist with The Telegram. I am broadcasting live here on Main Street for the 84th Annual Jackson Apple Festival School Parade. And you can see the Jackson Police Department coming into the frame. Coming up next is a unit from the Jackson County Sheriff's Office. And you can see Safety Pup making his way through the parade here. And coming up next, I believe these are cadets from the Buckeye Hills Career Center. All right, coming in the frame now, you have the Boy Scouts of America. And coming up next, you have Jackson Mayor Randy Evans along with his wife, Marlena. Yesterday at the opening ceremonies, he introduced himself as the 2025 Jackson Mayor. Coming into the frame now is the Apple Man, portrayed by John Ross. This year has been 10 years since Mr. Ross took over the Apple Man outfit or costume. It's kind of a mascot for the Jackson Apple Festival. I got to speak to him prior to the parade, and he has enjoyed every minute of the role here. And walking with Mr. Ross there, that is Brad Burnside. And then you have Grand Marshal. This is Dave Channel. We'll see if we can get Chris to stop for a second so I can grab a picture. You got space.
Yeah, we got big space.
Big space. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3. Got it. So that was your 2025 Grand Marshal. That was Dave Channel. He's retired fire chief, and he was being driven by 2025 Jackson Apple Festival President Christopher O'Boyle. So now coming into the frame, you have your 2025 Jackson Apple Festival royalty. That is Queen Taylor Williams, first attendant Emma Wiggins, and second attendant Sophie Williams. And I got to walk around the festival grounds with the royalty yesterday afternoon at the start of the festival. So making their way through. And coming into the frame now, we have your top 10 finalists for Little Miss. And setting at the top of the float, that is your 2024 Little Miss Apple Festival Queen, Emma Dunn. And coming up next is your Jackson Marching Ironmen. We'll listen in as they pass by. has your marching Ironman, and you can't forget about the Apple Festival Band Show taking place Saturday, 1 p.m. at Alumni Stadium. There is a cost for that. Coming up next, you have your 2026 Jackson seniors making their way through the school parade here. There's Jackson High School principal. There's the roller skating ring. All right, coming into the frame, we have the float from Northview Elementary, and you can see Principal Melissa Ball there on foot. You can see all the kids making their way through the parade. We also got some Pikes on foot here behind the parade. They make their way past. And coming up next, we have the float from Christian Life Academy. Directly behind the float is the Christian Life Academy marching band making their way past. Up next, you've got two members of the Jackson High School bass fishing team riding in a bass boat there as they go by. We've got a couple more from the Jackson High School bass fishing team. They have a lot to be proud of after the season they had. And there's some more folks from the bass team. Now, coming up next, you have Sparky on foot, making their way through. And we got a unit from the Jackson Fire Department, followed by the Oak Hill High School cheerleaders, and you can see Archie the Acorn making his way through. Here is your Oak Hill High School marching band under the direction of Bryce Lawrence. You can see Mr. Lawrence on foot here. Class of 2026, this is your Oak Hill High School seniors. See principal on foot there. And coming up next is Westview Elementary. And you can see Principal Karen Oxabine on foot here next to the parade as they make their way along. And just like Northview, they got a bunch of students on float, and we got some staff, a few kiddos on foot behind here making their way through. And we got a little bit of a wall here, but coming up next, we have a unit from Bundy Elementary. That's in Wellston. Once again, this is Bundy Elementary from Wellston. You can see some of the kiddos on the float there, and staff, teachers, principal on foot. And coming up next, we have Southview Elementary. So there goes Southview Elementary. On foot. Folks. I think that's from Buckeye Community Services. Hey! Yeah, that's Buckeye Community Services making their way through. And coming up next, you have, this is your Wilson High School class of 2026 making their way through.
Wasn't the spring
and I guess that's it.
touching hand, reaching out.
So there you have it. That is your 2025 annual school parade here at the 84th annual Jackson Apple Festival. So I plan to be back this evening for the opening parade. That one steps off at 7:45 p.m. This evening we plan to be here for that to stream it as well. Hopefully we won't have any technical difficulties, but you never know. Depends on the crowd and service restraints and everything like that. So appreciate everybody tuning in. As always, you can head over to thetelegrammnews.com or pick up a future edition of the Telegram newspaper for complete coverage on your 2025 Jackson Apple Festival. And shout out, there was a lady that come over and gave me a few dollars for a lemonade shake-up. Shout out to her for the generosity there. I didn't catch her name, but I appreciate that. I will cash in on that later. So reporting for the Telegram on thetelegrammnews.com, I'm Jeremiah Shaver.